And we are back once again to break down what we just witnessed in our second semi-final of today. And we saw Fnatic, the champions, struggling, tripping a bit over in that first map on Cash. A map I feel like we've seen an awful lot of. And joining me to break this down, once again, have Moses, Natu, and Devilwalk. I think we're going to start this one off, Moses. Let's focus on that victory first of all for VP.
Absolutely.
They've really worked hard for that.
Yeah, they did. Well, actually, I think that the scoreline was actually closer than how well that they seemed to beat Fnatic. It wasn't for a couple rounds in there. But that was a Virtus.Pro that they looked far more confident than we've seen them in quite some time. We talked before the game about their explosiveness on hitting bomb sites. And, I mean, there's a round they've just full-blown rushed B. And they got in before the defense was even ready whatsoever. I mean, look at Taz. He doesn't care. He has no cares in the world. And he's just coming in. He's going to get the entry frag here in the back corner. And this is them. There's a minute and 20 in the round. Just so swift on hitting that bomb site. The bomb gets planted, and already it's such a tough retake for Fnatic. So,
and a key round as well.
Yeah, and that's just, that was, I think, the fourth round or something. It was just a beast performance from Virtus.Pro.
Yeah, and on the other side of the coin, I mean, was that Fnatic just not being up to scratch, Natu?
Seriously, that scoreline does not really indicate how well Fnatic did, because they did not do well at all. First half, a lot of bad decision making, basically. It was a lot of Olofmeister on that first half that kept him in the game. He was doing a lot of stuff while his team was going middle, for example. He would just go on A, go to the truck and just get a sneaky kill there, get a second kill there. Stuff like that happened. It was more about individuals coming up to the plate instead of the team. Second half flush, obviously, a lot of clutches there, but that was the problem. They were so low on money all the time that was just a matter of time until Virtus.Pro would have broke that, and it happened.
Yeah, and I was actually watching the POV stream and listening on Fnatic's comms, and they were very, very shaky. They were very stressed. I mean, it was just not on point. I did not recognize it. It was basically Olof he had great communication throughout the game, but the other guys, they were really, really stressed and bumpy, and it was chaotic.
And that kind of, I mean, if we're looking for a reason why Fnatic didn't perform, that's a pretty blaring one, considering how we've always gone on about Fnatic having a very calm communications.
Yes, I mean, Swedish teams in general have that. Yeah.
I think it's been a sign as a reason with Fnatic that they've been cracking a little bit in that department, to be honest.
Yeah, we've mentioned that numerous times this week, and we're starting to see some cracks in that hive mind or that team environment that they have going on, and Virtus.Pro takes complete advantage of it in that map 1.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then of course, we do need to start talking a little bit about map 2 after we do witness Virtus.Pro once again kind of ripping them apart.
Yeah, Bialy's just a beast from that forklift. He's an animal there. He absolutely is. He's been locking that down for Virtus.Pro for quite some time, and he's so good in that position.
I mean, for Fnatic, it means they really need a mental reset here. That's
they really
first
need
thing.
to talk things through and
That's the first thing.
Yeah.
That's before they can even go to any specifics about what they want to do on Overpass, because it won't matter if they're still going to be on tilt mode as they were throughout the whole map.
Yeah, the comms have to work if Fnatic want to get back into this.
So super quickly, we are about to jump into Overpass. We haven't got too much time, but a last couple of words from you, Natu, on what needs to change for Fnatic on Overpass.
Everyone just needs to step out on the plate. Everyone needs to, first of all, have confidence on Pronax and his calling, and they just need to work as a unit.
Okay. Try and relight the fire then for Fnatic, and the answer will be provided once again by your casting team. It's Anders and Semler.
All right, thanks very much, Alex. So I have to agree with Natu, though, on this, on his last point, his parting point there. The fact that Fnatic, they need to come together as a unit. And even if Pronax is struggling individually, even if he isn't actually getting the kills to carry the weight, you need to be respecting his calls and just follow through with that. And it does seem like we saw a bit of a disjointed Fnatic. I mean, there were multiple cases there, at least one where I pointed out the fact that it just looked really odd. The retakes, the plans, doesn't really seem like the Fnatic we're used to right now after getting to stew about that for a little minute there.
No, absolutely. I mean, if Pronax sends you in a plane with not enough fuel to get home and asks you to go on a mission, you should just do it anyway. Seriously, it's really, really important, because he is one of the best in-game leaders in the world. So they gotta keep that cool. I was reading a couple of tweets and people saying actually Fnatic were trying to keep it really cool, but towards the end you can tell they started to get real stressed over what was going on there.
Olofmeister in particular looked like when he stood up after that, I mean, he was looking deadpan. He was not looking happy at all. And yes, okay, you lost the first map, but that was a level of tension that I'm not used to seeing from the Swedes, honestly.
Now, Devilwalk did tell us yesterday that Olaf actually likes to play a little bit more when he's angry. You know, like he gets fired up when he's angry. So there is a chance, I suppose, that Virtus.Pro have sort of unleashed the beast here, and Olaf is going to come into full effect. I mean, this is definitely, you know, still a very, very open semifinals in the sense that Fnatic, they're an incredible team. VP are going to have a more difficult time on this map to try and apply that same kind of pressure on the T side. You can't just rush on this map with the same effect that you can on Cash. So we're going to see. It's going to be starting off with a knife round, obviously, here in a, well, best of 3 game. We've gone to the second map here. It's Virtus.Pro versus Fnatic, and it's the ESL ESEA Pro League. And we're at towards the end of this tournament here. It's getting close now.
And we're going to talk about that briefly as well. You know, the fact that VP might be hindered in the rush, that they're not going to be able to put out the aggression as quickly. Fnatic are also an excellent team when it comes to CT mid control and getting out there and bopping their opponents on the nose early on, making sure that Virtus.Pro won't be able to get comfortable. That does seem to be a bit of a central game plan for Fnatic. They put Crims up there, they put Olafmeister into restrooms, they try and push up long and get in their opponent's face. Yeah. So if they can actually remember their game plan here, Fnatic, if they can focus on what's worked in the past and execute that now versus Virtus.Pro, I think it's going to be a real tough map here for the Poles.
Now, I hope you guys caught that. They win the knife round. They get to start on the CT side. And what you just saw, which you almost have like an instant replay, that was Snacks flicking through his tactic books. He did that real quick. You can tell he's thinking, what he wants to know is, what do Fnatic most commonly do on this map? And can we figure out a way to counter it? That is the level of dedication that we're seeing right here. Oh man, I wish we could pause and go and ask him right now, because this is going to get very interesting.
Tell you a damn thing. I made that joke with Cuban earlier, right, when he was going through his phone. I'm like, yo, so, you know, what you thinking right now? He's like, I'm not going to tell you. I'm like, okay, deadpan, right? Just like, not going to tell you. I'm like, okay, thanks a lot, bro, thanks.
Everyone has a price, right, Sam? We just
got to find out.
If we pay them enough skins, maybe
well, I guess, like, Pasha would just be like, you know, chicken. Straight chicken, right? Get that protein in. Just like put him in a room, start starving him. It's like, I got the chicken over here, Pasha. There's some weights too. No, but Virtus.Pro, man, they if they're that prepared, if they're that confident, especially beating Fnatic on a map like Cash, which is basically home turf for Fnatic, they've got the map advantage now in this best of 3. Everything should be going well as far as the Virtus.Pro morale is concerned right now. Just keep focused. Don't let go. It's all the pressure is on Fnatic, who are going to have the harder start here on the map as well, starting on that T side. So I was putting an emphasis on their CT side here. We're going to have to wait for that till the second half.
And honestly, the problem is as well, if they win this map, they're going on to Dust 2, which might be one of their weaker maps here in the pool. I mean, they're going to finish this best of 3, essentially, if they win this, on their worst map, maybe. So that's also at the back of their minds, but no time for that now. We are going to head into the game here. VP versus Fnatic semifinals, and it's the second map. Fnatic starting T side, and they are sneaking their way towards that B side of the map with pretty much everyone involved, but from a couple of different angles. But they get spotted out very early on, and I think they know as well that they've been seen. So that's going to kind of put a bit of a break on everything, I think.
Yeah, it's a bit tough here for Virtus.Pro, though, because they can't rotate so early on in the round either. They can't over-rotate. They have to be very careful here. And Olafmeister already working his way up mid. Pasha holding in Olafmeister's old spot. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Does he actually look around here? No, he walks right past him. He has no idea that Pasha's at his back, but he could potentially find the man holding long. This could get a little tricky here, but Olafmeister gets spotted out, and now Pasha could go hunting. Olafmeister takes out Snacks. Pasha right behind him, though, finds the shot through the smoke. And Pronax, though, will get the entry frag on Taz onto this B site. Now the push begins here for Fnatic.
Oh, and Bialy going to get overrun. This is still working out great for the Swedish team. Pasha going to run right into the first couple of players, but it's almost nothing he can do at this point here. There's so many people waiting, and Pronax to pick up a triple kill. Great job here for the Swedish captain, and a very cool tactic there. You got to wonder what would have happened if Olaf doesn't get that kill, just gets spotted, and then Taz walks up behind him, or Pasha walks up behind him to pick up the kill. Maybe there could have been a way into the round there, but the fact is the execution towards the B bomb site was still almost flawless.
Yeah, just everybody going at the same time, drop of a hat, bam, everybody out. And Pronax also leading the charge, getting that opening frag certainly helped things. So that's going to put Virtus.Pro in a bit of an awkward spot, but I do like the play here by Virtus.Pro. They get up into mid early. They want to close the distance. With 5-7s up close, when Fnatic try and clear out restrooms, you can take somebody's face off in the blink of an eye. So it's a smart play coming in from VP, but Fnatic also, very clever stuff from them. Grouping up together. This is just standard stuff. They want to be sure that they can trade effectively if they run into a gun.
Bialy, the only one on the bomb site, which is not going to make it easy. He walks right into that headshot from Flusher. So really, they could look for exits here, but I'd be happy if they try to save what they have. They're going to be ecoing next round anyway. They could come out of this round with all the equipment still intact. That would be great.
Just don't run into Olofmeister. Don't feed this guy more money. We saw what happened over on Cash to start things off when Wolfmeister was at like $6,000 at the end of the second round. We don't want to be giving him even more kills here with the Mac-10 to give them a buffer, to make sure that JW gets that op. These sorts of things need to be avoided by Virtus.Pro at this point. So JW is going to be taking his time clearing out Link here. He does not want to be walking into any kind of trap up close where those 5-7s will be lethal. And it's actually Virtus.Pro who are collapsing here. They're getting very close to where Fnatic are trying to hold to live. There's the flash, and Pronax goes for the spray. Not going to get it. Flusha instead will be finding the kill on Snack. So no joy that time, but VP still managed to keep three guys alive with the gear. Neo only having the Deagle and a flash.
Yeah, I mean, what would have been really fun for VP in that round at the end there is if they get the kill and save the AK. If they steal it away, you know, pick it up and save it for the upcoming round. Either way, they come out of this round with a couple of flashbangs and a couple of armors as well, so maybe they can still make something work here. And Fnatic still seem to be very much insistent almost on going towards the speed bomb side early on. This time they walk straight in, but every round so far they've been walking here early on to try and see if they can look for some sort of entry. So
yeah, they're going to get that easily done there. Bialy, unfortunately for him, caught out trying to jump and get information on Soar. This time around, Fnatic changing it up, not going into Soar, instead pushing 4 straight through main, straight through Monster. So that leaves Snacks in a bit of an awkward spot over here. Olofmeister hears him hopping around, so it's going to be a free kill for Olofmeister with that Mac-10, so he will get some joy out of it in the end. We'll see if he can find anybody else. Neo trying to go to work from Sniper, going to force Pronax back around the corner there, leaving him with 14 HP. And Pasha might be able to catch out Olofmeister here, who's trying to rush towards that A site. Taz holding close with the 5-7, though, could do some damage. Olofmeister might be in for a bit of a rough time, looking the wrong way, and Taz gets the kill. Neo, in the meantime, is taking out JW. So Virtus.Pro actually doing a pretty good job of making this expensive for Fnatic.
they get to steal a little bit away. Saving that Mac-10, though, I mean, that's a bit of a questionable move as well. The rest of the team should be able to buy, so Taz, please don't do it.
Go for an M4, you got the money.
It isn't worth it. He's doing it, isn't he?
Is he really?
Only Taz.
Taz, really, man?
This is the sort of move that if it backfires, you will hate yourself for doing it. Flusher with a very nice smoke there. It's not easy to throw a smoke necessarily all that far without the jump script, and you can tell he wasn't using it. So 3-0, and moving into that 4th round here. VP's first chance to buy with rifles. And Taz getting a little bit greedy, maybe.
It makes sense maybe if he's holding up close like this, where he's just going to go for the spray through the smoke, but Olofmeister getting out and he's actually going to spray down Taz. What would have been different if Taz had an M4? That's the question that we're going to be wondering.
All of a sudden 41 health, it could have been different. I mean, obviously he wouldn't have kept him alive, but Snack's going to go down as well to JW, and Pasha trying to see if he can get the one, gets the double. What a quick flick to take down JW. That was massively fast, and now it's going to be a pretty good 3v3 here for VP, as Olof is already very low on health. This can still work out, but that was a huge double kill from Pasha.
Yeah, huge risk, basically. Just go through that smoke, YOLO. But he makes it work, and now this is going to slow down things for Fnatic. 40 seconds left, though, means that they don't really have too much time. They're all the way back in T-spawn, but they're rotating over towards long. Bomb is making its way up there as well. Pasha now down in Link. Not really going to be too close. But he could get the backstab in if the man, Flusha. If Flusha goes walking past without checking, this is it. There's the timing. Pasha gets the headshot, but Flusha, headshot as well. And the AK beats out the M4 in this case.
Oh, but that should have been a kill. He had a lot of time. Actually, I mean, yeah, considering the weapon, he had some time to do that. Neo, can he get the kill on anyone? Pronax has got the health, and he's going to be the one putting down the bomb. Flusher with one more headshot. And now it's all on Bialy here. And a 1v3 goes down to Olof. Fnatic winning that round, and I'm not sure about that. Pasha did such a lot of work, but the fact that he somehow didn't get the kill on Flusher, I mean, Flusher obviously is very fast, but that's a bit scary.
Flusha is just so quick, and I mean, Flusha also getting the key frag on Neo there, because Neo could have definitely messed him up with them being so low on HP. Olofmeister and Flusha both. Had Neo stayed alive a little bit longer, maybe he gets a spray through the smoke. Something could have happened there, but instead, Flusha just basically coming through big and shutting down Virtus.Pro in that round. Fnatic are up on 4 rounds now to 0 for Virtus.Pro, and Virtus.Pro back on Eco. They've got pistols, and a single M4 picked up on Taz.
VP. I mean, it's hard on a map like this. If they'd saved the AWP or something, maybe they could have put Taz in a good position. I like the idea, in fact, that he actually goes for the aggression here. The problem is Neo, who was coming in from Monster. Neo was coming in from Monster. The problem is he actually got killed by a grenade, so they couldn't really do anything there. Otherwise, they were trying to sort of double push in, and maybe that could have worked out.
And I'm wondering right now about the money for Taz, considering he goes for that buy. Yeah, he still had so much. Okay, so it's not the end of the world for him. He's still at 6,600 at the beginning of the round, so he's going to get a full buy out of that, no problem at all. So the fact that he didn't get anything accomplished with that M4, it's not the end of the world. It was more just of a gamble buy, and it doesn't pan out this time. But Fnatic right now, they've won the key rounds. They got the pistol, they survived the second round, and now they've survived. After surviving the first buy round, they've got 5 rounds to their name, 0 for Virtus.Pro going into the second buy round for VP. But VP already changing it up, going for the double op play. Pasha holding out at long right now, hoping to get lucky here, hoping for a target, but nobody's showing themselves. Fnatic instead choose to go into mid. They clear out Link fast, and now this is actually looking pretty solid here for the Swedes. It's going to be Snacks waiting, holding here in restroom towards A site. He's the point man now for VP.
We'll see if he could find the opening. They are just managing to walk around his scope here, and he's going to go back and look again. Very critical first shot here if he can get it. And he's got a good angle for it as well, but he's got a little bit of backup. Not that much, though. If he goes down this, not 100% they can get the refrag. He spots out, I think it was JW running back in, so he knows that someone is fairly close. And being Snacks, he's just going to walk forward. And also at the same time walking further away from the backup. But look at what Fnatic are doing. They might be setting up for an execute here towards the A-bomb site. And Pasha is going to be hiding right at the edge of the smoke, trying to see if he can get the scope through. He does, and takes down Crims. Great start, and now he's trying to get away and will just be successful. And now VP can really afford to play defensive.
Yeah, good flashes coming out there as well to slow Fnatic down. 30 seconds left on the clock. Snacks misses a shot. Flusha not going to be able to return, however. Some damage has been dealt to VP, but there's still a lot of work for Fnatic to do. And Snacks does not miss the shot on Flusha in the end. Second try does it, and the nades going in, but Fnatic right now, they are hard pressed. 15 seconds left, still no bomb plant. Olafmeister will take out Snacks. JW finds Pasha, and we're into a 2-on-3, but they still need to get the bomb plant. How is this going to happen? Taz with the backstab on Olafmeister, and Bialy holding on the site will take out JW. Just too chaotic and just not enough time for Fnatic in the end to fully clear out that site. VP, all they had to do was just hold and make sure that bomb did not get planted.
Critical round, even if only 2 of them survived, they do manage to get around on the board, and also Bialy picked up a kill, otherwise he was actually on 0 before this round, and that's really important, especially because it's Bialy. Bialy's can be a little bit emotional at times, so I feel like for him to get a kill, you know, within the first 5 or 6 rounds is definitely important. Now he obviously has to get a lot more, but at least he's on the board now, and he doesn't feel like he's completely, you know, useless. Crims, he sees that he gets spotted, so now they both know. But
Zap.
He was ready to take the headshot earlier if he could have.
And wow, really awkward spot here, actually. Are they going to go for some kind of boost? No, look at this wallbang coming in. All right, Taz is on point right now with his game, with his reads. And that puts now Fnatic just straight up short, trying to lurk their way in, but Neo with the AWP gets the perfect timing to peek out Pronax. Molotov goes sailing in, so that's going to change up Neo's position. He's going to have to go a little bit wider now. Bialy holding close to Monster as well. 3 players down here on the B side for Virtus.Pro. It's going to be, this is a very difficult situation, but somehow they get the wallbang onto Taz, opening things up. Neo still holding short, though, is going to make this a bit difficult now. Fnatic, they're running out of nades to work with here. They need to actually try and get onto this site.
They're also running out of time. They have to make the push now. Flusha going to get the opening frag on Bialy then, and now Neo has to do a lot in this bomb, so otherwise they're going to get overrun. Pasha, the very critical save kill then, but Snack still goes down. Coming up from behind, and the bomb gets planted. It's a 2v3, and it's a double retake coming in here from VP. This is not easy to accomplish. But they are going to try anyway. Pasha does pick up an AK instead. They're very low on health. Neo gets picked off, and Pasha alone in a 1v2, going to flashbang his way over. Very aggressive here. Did he get the flash? He didn't. And look at how well Fnatic are playing this. They're just running away, trying to draw him away from the bomb site, and JW will pick up the kill. So 6-1. And VP allowed to get a single round, and then they are slapped back down into eco territory.
Yeah, completely shattered at this point, Virtus.Pro. No money left, as we can see, across the board. It's just going to be pistols here for them in this round. They aren't even willing to take a risk going for a force buy or anything of the sort. This is nearly double eco territory right now for Virtus.Pro. So it's going to be 5-7s across the board pretty much. A single P250 picked up by Neo. No nades to work with. And Fnatic now 6 rounds and a great shot at picking up 7 right now. And that's going to be huge on Overpass. If they get out ahead, if they end up positive versus Virtus.Pro, where they come out 8-7, 9-6.
I mean, we were sort of questioning, was this map pick the best possible for Fnatic, given what the maps that were left? Could they have done something better? Right now, it seems to be have been a very, very good, smart choice for the Fnatic team to actually go for it. A single kill happening for Taz, and he does steal Olafmeister's Mac 10.
But again, it's like Taz at the Mac 10. What are you going to do with it? JW, though, using the AWP in like a shotgun position. Just crazy. And then he's going to stand his ground. Taz rushes him down. Somebody there to be picking up the frag, though, rather. That's Pronax, making sure that Taz can't get too much.
But that's still huge. I mean, he actually gets the shot with the Mac 10 in there, so he makes a lot more money. That's definitely going to help him down the road, but Fnatic still in a 3-3 here. What really worries me is the time left, but VP aren't in position to stop the plant. If Snax was 3 seconds earlier up, maybe he could kill the bomb carrier there, but Neo's going to have a hard time stopping this. Oh, this is a smart move.
Just goes leaping down, actually. He could potentially stop this. He's going to look to see... Oh, he can't pick up the kill onto Crims. That would have been the big one right there. Snax with the AWP, though, is going to take out Crims, so that's going to open things up into a 2-on-2 now. But Virtus.Pro, I mean, they're still waiting on Pasha to make their way through. These are valuable seconds ticking off. Great wallbang attempt here by Snax, trying to see if he can pick anybody up on short, but nobody holding from that angle. Instead, it's going to be Snax going to work with the 5-7. Pronax is gone, and this leaves Flusha now in a 1v2. Walks out, takes the fight, gets the spray, and he's blocked in. He can't actually back off. He's going to have to stand and fight. Goes jumping in. It doesn't hit the spray, but there's just no time left for Snax. All he can do now is back off and hold on to the AWP.
Wait, if he dies to the bomb, that means his own Molotov actually stopped him from running away. He will. Oh, no! He could have probably made it like a bit further. Maybe he would have survived. Oh, that is really funny and tragic at the same time. 7-1, and Fnatic win that round in spite of losing every single member. That's heartbreaking for VP. They needed that round.
They desperately needed that round. I mean, they need all rounds at this point, Virtus.Pro. And yeah, they're not going to be able to get much out of it, because had they won that, it would have been just incredible for them. Money galore. Now it's another round of eco, another round of pistols. Granted, they did make it expensive last time, and this is all-out aggression now from Fnatic. And VP both. Neo hits the timing right, takes out Crims, and that's going to leave him in a 1v2 now. Olofmeister and Flusha, they've lost control of the bomb. They're going to have to fall back here and try and take this fight, but Neo's now armed. He's got an AWP, an AK to work with. And playing it kind of clever here back in Playground as well. He spots out Flush's hip, and he actually gets that spray. No problem, doesn't need the Kevlar, just stands his ground, wins the fight, and that puts Olofmeister now in a 1v1. Neo will fall in the end. No joy this time for Virtus.Pro. Second round running that they take it down to a clutch situation, and both times now Fnatic have come through.
You get a bit worried when you see that Neo gets aim punched that early in the spray battle, but somehow he still pulled through. That's kind of cool, but still a very hard position for him to win. 8-1, and moving into the 10th round, there is an AWP on Pasha, and Fnatic, they are just schooling Virtus.Pro on how to play the T side of Overpass right now. They're doing a wonderful job. And it looked for a while, to me at least, like they were sort of a little bit maybe too insistent on going to that B-bomb site, but they're showing now they can easily switch it up and start attacking A as well, and VP have very few answers right now.
And what's going to start gnawing you as well, Virtus.Pro, if you're Virtus.Pro, is Fnatic are excellent on CT as well. So, I mean, they've got a huge lead going into this first half. They could lose every round to the rest of them in this first half and not be worried, because their CT side is just so solid for Fnatic. So, Virtus.Pro, it's looking pretty dire here on this second map, but with this bye, this is where they have to do work. They have to shut down, they have to not just shut down Fnatic, they have to annihilate them. They have to keep everybody alive here, Virtus.Pro, to start getting at least a little bit of a buffer. If they get reset again on the economy, Fnatic could just completely run away with this first half. We're talking like 10-5, 11-4.
Look at this. This is very confusing to me. Neo going to be walking up here and trying to get the kill. Pasha inside the bomb site will pick up one, but he goes down. And I'll get back to the confusing part of the bit here. Snax trying to hold on to the bomb site. 30 seconds left as Fnatic are making their way, and they're planning on the other side of the boxes, and you can tell Snax still a bit confused because he was expecting to come through on the normal side. Bayali gonna be alone here, but he gets sprayed down from JW, and that will make it a 9th round for the Swedish team. A bit of a grin back on Pronax's face. Now look, I think instead of having Neo push up like that, I actually think all 3 members who are on A should all be at the restrooms. Because right now, Neo is pushing forward alone while the other 2 are holding farm back. And that really doesn't make any sense at all to me. So I'd like to see a group effort to try and make sure, like, almost just try and take the fight and say, if we lose A, we actually lose it at the restrooms. We don't even want them anywhere close. If we're going to take the fight there, because right now, Fnatic are showing that once they get the space to work around with here, they've got perfect execute towards these bomb sites. So don't give them a chance to even execute anything. Fight them before they get to it.
Yeah, a bit of a delayed flash there, causing Olofmeister to stumble. And Snax holding on long, tries to take the fight long range. He's looking for that Deagle headshot, but he gets a nade instead. Flusha not messing around at all. Neo's got a Deagle as well. And a nice flash goes off, slowing Fnatic even more, but another HE going through, and Flusha finding his second kill, taking out Bialy. So that leaves Taz now alone by Connector, probably just going to take the time. There it is. Okay, I was waiting for it. I was wondering if he's going to take the time, like just run down this clock so that they can maximize the amount of time they have to work with to talk things over right now. And Virtus.Pro just going for the hard timeout, just saying, okay, this is getting out of hand now. We need to figure out what we're doing wrong and how to just go on and win the remaining 4 rounds in this half. Because 10-5, when you get 5 rounds on CT side, that's just not enough for Overpass.
I really hope that the answer they come up with here is a more aggressive hold towards the A side of the map. I don't want to see them having that much of a laid-back position. It's been a problem for so many teams, and the thing is, if you're holding 2 defensively on the A bomb side, you get smoked out and they get the bomb down, and you're gonna have to try and get in there and defuse it. There are so many angles they can hold from, so it's no fun at all. And it makes even less sense if you're then sacrificing some of your members to actually try and sort of hold a spot, but only with 1 person. I think a team effort here to try and hold the A side of the map is the key, but the problem is if they hold that side of the map with 3 members, and Fnatic have already shown us that they are quite capable of taking B, they got to come up with an answer for the B bomb side as well. If Fnatic read that they are heavy on that side of the map and they just go B instead, VP are short on answers then. And I mean, the power of holding restrooms, theoretically anyway, should be that if they then go B, you're going to be fast down connected to stab them in the back, and then like that's the other strength of holding the restrooms, right? That's how it's supposed to work.
Or establishing control of connector itself. Just trying to get some players in there so that, okay, you got a man in restrooms, but then you can also try and set up that crossfire from connector, at least put a little bit of pressure if they try and start working their way out into birthday or something along those lines. But we just aren't really seeing it from Virtus.Pro. It's looking a little disjointed right now. So similar to what we saw from Fnatic, though, over on the first map of this series, Cash. So, I mean, Fnatic, Overpass, really, I mean, you're not really going to get anything for free out of them. I'm actually not surprised to see them completely turn things around like this. We're talking about the best team in the world, with the best player in the world. Well, best players, as far as I'm concerned, Crimson, Olofmeister, man, they're pretty much neck and neck up there. But, yeah, Virtus.Pro, they got bopped. They got pretty firmly bopped right now.
I think this stream was about to turn, plus 18 as Olofmeister really needs, did a devil walk and just took his pants off there. Got to be comfortable when, and you have to notice this. He put himself in the forest position, Maybe there's something to be gained from that, like legs up.
Are we talking like centerfold here?
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, there could...
Dude, I want to do calendar.
The first eSports calendar.
There we go, man. I mean, who better than Olofmeister? But then what month do we put him on, Anders? Is it Christmas, December? You get rewarded. It's tough. But we should be taken down into it pretty soon here, guys. Yep, countdown has begun for the round, and we're going to be running right into it now. Virtus.Pro, all the pressure on them, and a possible solution here is the double op play. Neo and Pasha both suited up with the scoped rifles, and quite a presence mid right now from Virtus.Pro. 4 players here, in fact.
All right, then. Yeah, they really want to deny this part of the map to them. JW will be going down first, but Crims with a swift reply. Pasha, and they just keep trading back and forth. Olofmeister charging in with the knife out. And Snax is not impressed, so now it is a 3v2. And they still have a bit of presence over towards this B side of the map as Neo is holding with the AWP. Has to get this kill, otherwise Fnatic can make it back. He's going to miss the first chance. Grenade, I think he's going to go a little bit too far then. And Pronax is on the other side, goes down to Pasha, so this is it. Aggression on the A side of the map ended up being the answer here. Flusher, surely there is no way he can make it out of this.
Yeah, and just off on the timing there for Olofmeister. A bit surprised that he went so aggressive, knife out, running up the stairs like that. Probably could have slowed it down just a touch there, but Snax gets the free kill, and that's pretty much the point where it all broke. Because if Olofmeister gets the kill onto Snax instead, then Fnatic are the ones who are in control of the situation. They're the ones who could then pressure Virtus.Pro. So that one key frag right there made all the difference in the round. But also, you have to give kudos to Virtus.Pro. They were listening in, Anders. They were saying, well, Neo alone? Oh, what happens if we put 4 of us mid?
I mean, that was definitely more than I was expecting, and I would say actually an incredible risk, but obviously that's so far down, they're realizing if we don't take these kind of risks, maybe we won't get anything at all. So I can't really blame them too much for doing it, but still, 10-2, and a long road ahead for VP if they want to even dream about winning this map.
Yeah, it's one step at a time. But look at Snax and Pasha now. Again, trying to maintain that aggression. Flash is going in aggressive. And Pasha goes down into Link and wins the duel versus JW. Hey, shot through the wall. Goodbye, JW. That leaves it now to Snax, holding by Birthday. That smoke, so long as it's down. He's going to try and hold this angle, but he gets caught by Olofmeister this time around. Olofmeister moving quickly up Link. That clearly caught Snax off guard. I'm wondering if he still expected Pasha to be watching his back.
That seemed like a moment of miscommunication. Yeah, you're right. I think maybe he was so focused on what was happening in that smoke there that if Pasha made the call, he didn't hear it, or maybe Pasha just thought, all right, the goal is once we get the kill to go back. And that's reasonable. If you get the kill, you should be playing defensive on the CT side. That's not a bad idea. then you can suddenly actually afford to hold on the bomb side if you want to. So I'm not sure whose fault it was, but either way, we're into a 4v4 here, and Olofmeister playing very close, and Taz has got to be careful. I'm gonna walk. Oh.
The timing. How does it happen? Olofmeister checks, well, looks away just as Taz comes around the corner, but Neo, is he going to be the one getting lucky? Yes, he will. Takes that Flusha, and they try and push up short, but Bialy is there to support. No hope here for Fnatic. They're down to Olofmeister and Krims. Well, Krims gets the headshot on Neo to start things off, but then Bialy doubles up with that M4, and now it's going to come down to Olofmeister. Steps forward, tries to win the duel, but it's not going to happen this time. Bialy survives the round with 3 kills at the end of it, and that puts VP up on 3 rounds. Does this mean that Half-Life 3 is confirmed, Anders? No.
I'm waiting for the day. I still am. You know, it's all I care about. It's all I want for Christmas.
You don't want the Olofmeister Center farm? Okay,
no,
fine.
No, I'll give that up any day of the week. That's actually really huge for Bialy. Again, he is a player that is, you know, tends to go on tilt mode, as we say. He tilts quite a bit when things aren't going right. So that triple kill there, going to give him a little bit of confidence back. But still, there's a lot more to go. But 2 rounds left of this first half, and VP have finally found themselves a little bit, although now they are back to having Pasha playing alone over there, which doesn't seem like it's going to be a big problem now, but still a little bit tricky.
It's like he's playing alone, but he's still in a passive enough position where he should be able to fall back. So it's like a halfway sort of situation there for Virtus.Pro. But Fnatic now, I mean, it's them just slowly inching their way closer here through T-spawn. Neo going for the aggressive peeks, though. This could work out pretty nicely here. There's the flash, though. There's the peek by JW, and now Neo under pressure. No remorse. JW just rushes forward, hunts him down, and there's the man advantage now for Fnatic, leaving Bialy alone here on the B site. Rotation is coming through, though, but Fnatic haven't committed. They say, we got the initial kill. Actually, now we can kind of just slow things up because we still have all of our nades for an execute. Now our life just got a little bit easier, perhaps.
Yeah, Fnatic falling all the way back here, and because they have a member playing, Olofmeister's playing by birthday, he knows, Olofmeister right now, that they haven't been discovered. There's no way VP can know if they've fallen back, because Olofmeister's there holding. Pasha with a really big kill, and he goes down to Krims with a good entry into the bomb site. Krims with a double now, he's still alive, and it's 2v3. Taz might have to do this all on his own. His backup is far away, and the bomb is being put down right in front of him, and he can't really stop it. Snax is there to pick off Flusha, and now it will be a 2v2. Big round here for VP if they can win it. Olofmeister gonna be all the way up on top, so now a defuse is gonna be very tricky, and look at the timing here. They are worried about anywhere on the map but this sniper position. This is very smart play. And Krims just here to try and bait a little bit and maybe make some noise as well. Snax, last man standing. He's got no chance at all. Triple kill for Krims, but a nice move there from Olof.
Yeah, that's the big thing, and that was such a huge risk. Olofmeister started at like mid-long when that bomb plant actually went down. He was miles away, so in reality, it was the 2-on-2. It was a 2-on-2 situation on that B side. Olofmeister couldn't have done a damn thing if both of his teammates died to stop that defuse from happening. But the fact that he gets into sniper fast enough, that was big. And now, well, yeah, 15th round. And it's not looking too healthy for Virtus.Pro.
No, definitely not. Pistols and AW here. I want to go back to that round, though. It's just there after this one. We'll see if we can get a little bit of time to talk about it here. JW, Olof opening up. Pasha and Snax have gone down. And that also cancels the one rifle that they did have here. So we're looking at a potential 12-3 scoreline right now.
Yeah, that's, I mean, just monstrous from Fnatic. Talk about a complete and utter turnaround after Cash. This will fire them up for Dust 2 as well. If we get that far, it's not over yet. But right now, it's just definitely a long way ahead for Virtus.Pro. Down to 2 players here in the last round. 2-on-5 situation. They've got 2 5.7s, a handful of nades, and Fnatic just taking their time, not willing to rush anything. Neo waiting in restrooms. Here's the steps. He could get a kill for free here on JW. He will do that. We'll see if he can actually pick up that AWP, but he's going to be held off by the 2 Fnatic players and the man pushing out. Olofmeister actually missing some shots. Not going to get that kill flat out. The nade doesn't do it either. Neo just won't die. He misses his own nade, though. And finally, a bullet from Krims will end the tale. 12-3, the final score at the end of the first half.
All right, so that round that happened when Neo peeked into Monster there, the big thing is that, all right, he dies without getting anything done, but he does spot 3 or 4 people. So Fnatic, they fall back. They know they've been seen, so they fall back and wait outside. And the reason they can do that is because Olofmeister is playing on that other side of the map. Because if they don't do that, they have no way of knowing if VP are just checking and seeing, well, no one's coming back on this side, so they're probably still outside B, just waiting until the clock has run down a bit more. But they had so much control of the map on the Fnatic side that they knew that if we just wait a little bit of time, then probably VP are going to have to move around because, you know, they're thinking, well, they were just outside of B and now it's been like another 15 seconds and no one is showing up. So it's very, very cool to see Fnatic combining the map control that they have with the lack of, I mean, essentially just denying the information to VP and then playing off of that. Very smart round from Fnatic there.
And we waste no time at all. We're live in the pistol now in the second half. Minute 25, full buy on both sides, and Snax dropping dangerously low. Snax is down, and he had a Tech 9. Wasn't a raid boss build either. Olofmeister just snuffs him, and that's a full... I mean, this is a big advantage now for Fnatic. Man advantage here going into it, and the push comes in now onto the B site for Virtus.Pro. Flasha holding his ground, doing terrific damage to Pasha, slowing him down. Taz trying to close the distance, though, get up, and he's just trying to put the pressure on. This is buying so much time now for Olofmeister with the flank. Comes through and gets a kill for free. JW takes out Neo, Flusha with another one, and it's going to be a just complete and utter disaster for Virtus.Pro. Fnatic annihilate them, and it's 13 rounds now on the board for Fnatic. 3 away from tying this series up 1-1.
I mean, I am disappointed, not so much because, you know, Virtus.Pro really haven't had a chance to show up in this match, but more because I wanted to see what this pistol round was about. They had 2 Molotovs on the terror side and a Tech 9, so they obviously had some sort of master plan in mind. They didn't use the Molotov to get into the site, so I'm sort of wondering if those were Molotovs meant for an afterplant, like a defuse, you know, trying to put it up, because pretty much no one in a pistol round is going to have smokes to cancel a Molotov. If it's on the bomb, it's on there, right? I'm really wondering. They did end up throwing one of them really early, but I'm wondering if that was more like a panic thing.
Questions, and also, you know, we have our answer here as far as what Virtus.Pro are going to do. It's basically a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Full buy on their side. They're hoping for a bit of the Fnatic magic, essentially, a little bit of that play. And they're going straight aggressive onto long, trying to wrap around through restrooms. JW waiting on the other side of that smoke is not going to get anything for now. Instead, it's going to be Olofmeister starting off strong, taking out Taz. Throws the flash out to try and buy the time as well. Great flash there by VP to open things up, but Flusha is there to plug the gap. And Flusha with the double kill. Could get the triple. Crims is down, and Snax will not get anything more than that. Yep, the triple kill in the end for Flusha. And Fnatic just holding out solid. What can VP can't do anything at this point. If they save and try and play for overtime, it's so many rounds now for Fnatic to play with, and they're on the CT side.
I mean, just like on Cash, it's actually still Flusha doing the top fragging here on Fnatic. He's had a very, very incredible semifinal so far. Hard to really argue against. Simultaneously the most kills and the least deaths here on him. So 14-3. Yeah, there is no doubt that this is going to go the distance, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go on to Dust 2. It's just a question of time here. 4 and 4 right now, but there's no armor and not much hope left for the VP's team.
Ooh, jumping point-blank shot from Neo, though. That's going to wake Crims up. But Olofmeister's still here on the A site. There's the attempted flash, trying to open things up for long, and Pasha not going to get anything done there. Neo steps out, dies as well. Olofmeister holding strong here. Snax and Taz, last 2 alive here for Virtus.Pro, trying to converge on this B site. Bomb is making its way through Monster as well, and Snax has got that P90 to play with. Incendiary nade as well, but Flusha is here. Perfectly timed HE. Good night, Taz. Time for a laydown, and Snax does get the job done. Wow, okay, so they're making this expensive at least for Fnatic, but still a 1v2 situation here, and a Molotov as well on Pronax that he can use to flush Snax out into the open or just kill him outright. But Olofmeister will find the kill in the end, and that's going to be the 15th round here for Fnatic.
Oh, that grenade was really well timed. You saw it coming.
Just perfect.
15-3 map point right now for the Swedish team that did struggle on Cash. Even if the scoreline was close, it actually was a little bit worse than it looked like. Natu said Fnatic really had some issues on that map. On this map, they have been destroying Virtus.Pro. It's been completely convincing and very impressive. I mean, Pronax, again, he's 6 kills, and we are starting in the 19th round now. He's just put 200% right now into calling for this team. Exactly, just trying to stay one step ahead, and so far it's worked out magnificently. JW to start things off with this aggression takes out Snax, and Virtus.Pro after this round of eco, I mean, this is it, this is all or nothing. Their backs are to the wall, so being a man down here to start, Crims peeks out, but Pasha was waiting, and this time he will be able to win that fight, but JW takes out Taz in the meantime, and that's going to leave it down to Pasha and Bialy now as Pronax takes out Neo. Nothing working for VP at this point. JW finds Bialy, and that's it. Pasha now all by his lonesome, 1v4, and it's on him to keep extending this by 1 round at least. But it is not looking too good here. Fnatic are just closing in. They've spotted out Pasha now. They know where he's playing from, and JW will land the final shot. This is going to be going to the 3rd map of this series. Fnatic just not rolling over. They put up one hell of a fight, and this is why they are the best team in the world as well. They can come back at any point in time. Sure, they get clobbered on Cash, but then they just do the same right back to VP in the 2nd map on Overpass. Wow, yeah. If this is, if this is VP trying to, deploy the Virtus plow, then, that field, which is filled with landmines, Claymore mines all over the place, and they try and drag it through, boom. instant explosion. What a map here for Fnatic. Very impressive. And you can see VP almost looking a little bit confused as to what just hit them. What just happened.
Yeah, I'm wondering as well, man. They're not looking too excited. And Dust 2, I mean, sure, they've been playing the map more. They've been trying to prac the map more. That's had a talk with Pronax after the first map, and he's just like, yeah, they kind of play the map, but he's not, like, Pronax is not phased. He's like, if we make it to Dust 2, they're done. They're done. They're dead. So.
Oh, okay.
And so now, them's fighting words. But after seeing that on Overpass, can you doubt them?
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't call it just yet. But I mean, Dust 2 is going to be the upcoming map, so we'll see how far it goes. We're going to go to a commercial break first, then we'll be back with the analyst desk. So stay with us.